Hi, Mike Smith here. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to add audio to a web page. And for this I'm going to be using HTML5. This is a HTML5 audio player here. The reason I like this is because it will work on all browsers, all modern browsers, including Apple devices such as iPads and iPhones. And also it provides the opportunity for some styling and making it look the way that you like it to look. For older browsers, I also included a audio download link here, and also just as a comparison I've included the same file and uploaded to SoundCloud, the cloud-based sound hosting service, and embedded that there. And I've also got, as you can see here, a few more instances of the HTML5 audio tag as well. Now I'm going to do this demonstration in a very brief manner. I want to keep the video down to a short length, but if you need more detail and a bit more explanation, then head on over to the longer version of this tutorial and I'll put the link in the comments. Okay, so let's get started. Let's have a look at the code for this page, or post rather. Now as you can see, I'm using WordPress, but this could be any content management system. I need to be in the text view or HTML view, and this is the code that actually generates that HTML5 audio player. This is the code that generates the download link, and this is the code that generates SoundCloud. So I'm going to lead you through all of these, and I'll put all of this code into the comments to this video as well. The sound files are publicly accessible, so they will just work in your on your web page as well. Okay, so let's get started firstly with the audio tag. What we need to do is create two versions of the audio. Now I'm going to presume that you are starting with an MP3 file. We need to also create a NOG file. So let's have a look at how we do that. Okay, so now I've already done this once, but I'll just run you through it as well. Okay, so I've got a test audio file here, just a small audio file. The program that I use to create the other file type is Audacity. Audacity is free, available on the Mac and Windows. It's really easy to use. So I've imported that test audio file, and all I'm going to do is export it as OGG Vorbis, and as you can see I've already done that there, so I'll just cancel out of that. And that then, just close this here, is the alternate audio file. Now what we need to do is upload both these files somewhere accessible on the internet, so we'll do that next. Now there's lots of ways of uploading files to the internet. The way that I prefer is using FTP. You could use your control panel as well if you like. With FTP it's really easy because I can browse my local computer on the left hand side here and my remote computer or my web server on the right hand side here. And all I've done is I've got these audio files in this test audio folder on my desktop here. That's those files. And on the right hand side in my public HTML folder, which is the root of my domain, I've created an audio folder here for them to go up into. And that's a more robust way of doing it rather than using the media library functions of WordPress. So FTP also allows you to upload multiple files at once in a more robust way than is possible within your browser. So you just upload those, and as you can see I've already done those. The next thing I need to do is grab the URL of these so I know what the address is that I can paste into the code. And as you can see, the folder that I've set aside is just audio under the root of that public HTML. So what that means is here, this is the root of my domain, imageries.com, and the audio file I've just typed that address in manually, and there are my two audio files there. So I can now right click and copy the link address of both of these. Yep, like that. And one by one just pop them into this source code here. So that's the audio files uploaded and a link to them obtained. Okay, and while I'm at it, I will use the MP3 link here, copy that, to paste into the download link here. And the reason for that is that most people will be familiar with the MP3 format, whereas perhaps not so much with the OGG format. So that will be a more familiar file for them to download. And that's really all there is to it. So what we've done is we've created the audio tag and the download link. Let's just have a look at that post again. So in just a couple of minutes, we've done these two bits here. And really that's all I do. As you can see, it only takes a couple of minutes to do that. But I can copy and paste audio files as I like into the page. Okay, now what I'm going to do is have a look at SoundCloud. And that's just for comparison purposes. But as I said, most of the time I only use HTML5 plus a download link. Okay, SoundCloud. Now this procedure is very similar to embed code from YouTube for a video clip. So it should be pretty familiar to most people out there. So the idea is that we need an embed code provided by SoundCloud, and it comes in the form of an iframe, very similar to YouTube. So of course you'll need an account on SoundCloud, that's soundcloud.com, and you log in, and I'm just using the free version here. This is my test audio file, and I'll just show you the upload procedure. It's obviously already there, but the upload procedure is pretty similar to YouTube. Choose the files to upload. You can also record from scratch within the browser, which is pretty useful sometimes if you want to do something very quickly. And so I just browse to my desktop, the test audio file here, and you may as well just use the MP3 file. So you upload that. Now I'm going to cancel out of that because it's already there. Go back. Okay, and what you need to do is grab the embed code. So you click on share here, and now you'll notice that SoundCloud actually provides a WordPress code. This is designed to work with, I'll just show you what that code looks like. Let's see, that's the SoundCloud code there. It's designed to work with a plugin into WordPress, but you don't actually need it. You can just use this other code here, which it looks like this, which you can see is what we actually embedded into the page. So with WordPress, you've got a choice of using the WordPress code or the iframe code. For my money, I may as well just use the iframe code because that gives me the option of embedding this code into non-WordPress pages, straight HTML pages, or other content management system pages, or even learning management system pages such as Moodle. Okay, so that's the code that we're going to use there, and that came from the widget code here. You'll notice there's a little editor, so you can turn on and off the artwork, and you can play with colors a little bit, but there's not that much other control. If you go up to the Pro version, you've got a bit more control. Okay, so we've got that code there, and that's what we paste into here. As I mentioned earlier, all of this code is copied into the comments to this video, so you can just check it all out. Paste it all into your web page and it should just work. And that's really all there is to it. So I'll just update and view this post one more time. While it's updating, I'll just mention that I tested this page on my iPhone 3GS, so an old iPhone, and the HTML5 tags work, and SoundCloud works as well. But as I mentioned, there are reasons why you might not want to use SoundCloud. I very much like the audio tag. I think it's really straightforward and simple to use, and it's definitely worth investing a few minutes of your time to learn it. Okay, thanks very much for your time.